Imagine this. You finally found your rhythm as a stepmom. Your blended family is finding its footing. Things are generally good. Maybe you even have some fun traditions started. Then, seemingly out of nowhere, the ex reappears. It starts subtly. You might brush it off as nothing. But deep down, you know it's not. It feels like a carefully calculated jab. It's meant to undermine you and disrupt the peace you've worked so hard to create. This isn't just a random occurrence. It's a pattern of behavior. Toxic exes often use these tactics to regain control and inject themselves back into the lives of their ex-partners. These actions are often fueled by jealousy, resentment, and a refusal to move on. It's important to remember that you're not alone in experiencing this. Unfortunately, many stepmothers face similar situations. This kind of harassment can take many forms, from subtle digs to outright sabotage. Remember, you deserve respect and peace of mind. It's heartbreaking to hear stories from so many stepmoms who are going through similar ordeals. They're dealing with jealous exes who seem determined to make their lives miserable. These women are strong and resilient, but they shouldn't have to endure this kind of emotional abuse. It's time to break the silence and shed light on this widespread issue. Stepmothers often suffer in silence, feeling like they can't speak up for fear of judgment or causing more conflict. This silence only benefits the abuser, allowing them to continue their toxic behavior unchecked. It's about recognizing a harmful dynamic and finding ways to empower stepmothers to navigate these challenging situations. This is a call to action. It's time to rewrite the narrative surrounding stepmothers and provide them with the support and resources they need to thrive in their blended families. Being on the receiving end of a jealous ex's actions is emotionally draining. One minute you feel secure and content in your blended family. The next, you're plunged into a sea of doubt and insecurity. It's like walking on eggshells, never knowing when the next jab will come. This constant stress can take a toll on your mental and emotional well-being. You might find yourself feeling anxious, irritable, or even depressed. It's easy to internalize the situation and start blaming yourself, questioning your worth as a partner and a stepmom. Don't bottle up your emotions or pretend that everything is okay when it's not. Talk to someone you trust, whether it's a friend, family member, or therapist. Sharing your experiences can help you gain perspective and realize that you're not alone in this. Jealousy can be a powerful and destructive force. In this context, it often stems from the ex's inability to accept the end of the relationship and move on. They may see you as a threat to their past role in the family and lash out in an attempt to regain control. This jealousy can manifest in various ways, from subtle digs disguised as compliments to outright attempts to sabotage your relationship with your husband and stepchildren. They might try to turn the kids against you, spread rumors, or constantly interfere with your family time. Don't let their negativity define you or dictate your happiness. Unfortunately, these scenarios are all too common in blended families. I've heard countless stories from stepmoms who have been subjected to magazine subscriptions, unexpected gifts addressed to the children, and even social media posts designed to stir up drama. One stepmom shared how her husband's ex-wife would constantly send extravagant gifts to their children right before their scheduled visits. This created a sense of competition and made the children feel guilty about spending time with their father and stepmom. Another stepmom described how her partner's ex would use social media to publicly criticize her parenting skills and make snide remarks about their relationship. These tactics are not only hurtful, but also incredibly manipulative. It's crucial to recognize these tactics for what they are and refuse to be drawn into the drama. Setting boundaries is crucial when dealing with a toxic ex. This isn't about being aggressive or confrontational. It's about protecting your emotional well-being and the harmony of your household. It's about establishing clear lines that define what behavior is acceptable and what is not. Start by having an honest conversation with your husband. Explain how his ex's actions are affecting you and the family. Work together to establish boundaries that feel comfortable for both of you. This might involve limiting contact, defining appropriate communication channels, or even seeking legal counsel in extreme cases. It's about saying, "This is what I will and will not tolerate," and then following through with consequences if those boundaries are crossed. Maintaining open and honest communication with your husband is paramount in these situations. Share your feelings, concerns, and observations with him. Don't try to shield him from the situation or downplay your emotions. He needs to understand the full impact of his ex's actions. Encourage him to communicate with his ex as well. It's important for him to set boundaries with her directly and let her know that her behavior is unacceptable. This communication should be firm but respectful, focusing on the well-being of the children and the need for a peaceful co-parenting relationship. Listen to your husband's perspective as well. By working together as a team, you can navigate these challenges more effectively. It's easy to get caught up in the drama and feel the need to defend yourself or retaliate when you're being targeted by a toxic ex. However, it's essential to remember that engaging in this type of behavior will only escalate the situation and play into their hands. Instead, focus on rising above the fray. Refuse to be drawn into their games. Don't respond to provocations, engage in gossip, or stoop to their level. Maintain your composure and dignity. Your actions will speak louder than words. By choosing to rise above the drama, you're taking the higher road and setting a positive example for your stepchildren. Dealing with a toxic ex can be incredibly draining, so it's crucial to prioritize self-care. This is not selfish, it's essential. You can't pour from an empty cup. Take time for yourself, engage in activities that bring you joy, and replenish your emotional reserves. Hit the gym, go for a run, or find a workout class you love. Physical activity is not only good for your body, but also for your mind. It releases endorphins, reduces stress, and boosts your mood. Indulge in activities that bring you peace and relaxation. Remember, you deserve to feel good, both physically and emotionally. When you're dealing with a toxic ex, it's easy to feel like your power has been stripped away. Their actions can leave you feeling insecure, doubtful, and emotionally drained. It's important to remember that you are strong, capable, and deserving of respect. One of the most empowering things you can do is to reclaim your narrative. Don't let their negativity define you or your relationship with your stepchildren. Focus on building a positive and loving environment for your family, and let your actions speak for themselves. Remember, you are not responsible for their behavior, but you are responsible for your own. You have the power to choose how you respond to their actions. The choice is yours. Section 2. Finding your tribe. When you're going through a difficult situation, it's invaluable to have a supportive network of people around you. This is especially true when you're dealing with the unique challenges of being a stepmom facing a toxic ex. Connect with other stepmoms who understand what you're going through. Join online forums, support groups, or local meetups where you can share your experiences, offer advice, and find strength in numbers. Remember, you are not alone in this. Their stories can offer hope, inspiration, and practical advice for navigating your own journey. Section 3. A new chapter. It's easy to get caught up in the negativity and drama of dealing with a toxic ex. However, it's important to remember that this is just one chapter in your story. It doesn't have to define your experience as a stepmom or your family's happiness. Focus on creating a positive and loving environment for your family. Celebrate your successes, big and small. Create new traditions and memories that are uniquely yours. Remember, you are a rock star stepmom. Don't let anyone dim your light or steal your joy. Section 1. Strength in shared stories. One of the most powerful ways to combat the isolation and pain of dealing with a toxic ex is to connect with other stepmoms who understand what you're going through. Sharing your story, even if it's just with one other person, can make you realize you're not alone in this battle. These shared stories become a source of strength and solidarity. Hearing how other women have navigated similar situations, how they've set boundaries, protected their families, and found peace can be incredibly empowering. These stories can also offer practical advice and coping mechanisms. One stepmom might share a strategy for communicating with the ex that helped reduce conflict, while another might offer tips on self-care that helped her prioritize her mental well-being. There's a saying, "A burden shared is a burden halved." This couldn't be truer for stepmoms facing toxic exes. When we come together, we create a powerful network of support that can help us weather any storm. This support can take many forms. It might be a shoulder to cry on when you're feeling overwhelmed, a listening ear when you need to vent, or a source of encouragement when you're feeling defeated. By uniting, we can also help break down the stigma and shame that often surrounds this issue. For far too long, the evil stepmom trope has permeated popular culture, perpetuating harmful stereotypes and making it even harder for stepmoms to speak their truth. It's time to rewrite this narrative. We need to start telling our own stories of resilience, strength, and unwavering love for our families. Stories that highlight the unique challenges we face and the courage it takes to navigate them with grace and dignity. It's about recognizing the love, dedication, and strength that stepmoms bring to their families. Remember, you are not alone in this journey. The experiences you've faced, the emotions you've wrestled with, they're shared by countless other stepmoms navigating the choppy waters of blended families and, sometimes, toxic exes. It's easy to feel isolated, to believe that no one else truly understands the complexities and frustrations you face. But that's the lie the silence perpetuates. Reach out, connect, share your story, even if it's just with one trusted friend, family member, or therapist. There's immense power in breaking the silence, in giving voice to the challenges and triumphs of being a stepmom. And when you do find the courage to share your experiences, you'll be amazed by the outpouring of support and understanding that comes your way. You are stronger than you think. You possess a resilience and inner strength that you may not even realize you have. You've faced challenges head-on, navigated difficult emotions, and emerged from those trials with even greater compassion and empathy. Don't ever underestimate your own strength. It's easy to get bogged down in the negativity, to let the actions of a toxic ex dim your light. But remember, you have the power to choose how you respond. You can choose to let their bitterness poison your heart, or you can choose to rise above it, to focus on cultivating love and positivity within your own family. Each obstacle overcome, each hurdle cleared, has shaped you into the incredible woman and stepmom you are today. This isn't the fairy tale ending you might have envisioned, but it's your story to write. Your blended family, with all its complexities and imperfections, is a testament to your capacity for love, patience, and resilience. It's a tapestry woven from different threads, different experiences, different dreams. Don't let anyone, not even a toxic ex, dictate the narrative of your happily ever after. Focus on building strong, loving relationships within your family. Create traditions that celebrate your unique blend. Cherish the small moments of joy, the laughter, the shared experiences that weave you together as a family. And you, my dear stepmom, have everything you need to create a beautiful and fulfilling happily ever after for yourself and your family.